Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Cardinal Sports on the Cardinal Sports Network, as today your Lawrence Cardinals will be taking on the Robbinsville Ravens in varsity softball. Game's about to get started here as number 10, Maddie Martini, will be batting first for Robbinsville. Pitcher at the mound today for Lawrence, the number 18, Brianna Seals. First pitch goes by for a ball. And the umpire decides it's time for a new ball already, so we'll give it another try. Here's the pitch. And it looks like Martini was looking for a bunt. The ball was low for ball two. Next pitch, low and outside for ball three. Looks like Seals still getting dialed in for home plate. Next pitch. There, she's got it in the range as that goes by for a strike. 3-1 the count now on the first batter of the game. Here's the pitch. She was looking for a bunt, but it goes by low for a ball, and that'll give her a base as Maddie Martini walks. Next up to the plate for the Robbinsville Ravens will be number 5, Sarah Walsh. Here comes the first pitch to Walsh. She'll tip that one foul. Strike one. Looks like Martini was halfway to second when she realized that one wasn't going to go forward. You're watching LTPS TV. One strike on Walsh. Here comes the next pitch. That one's high for a ball, but Martini manages to seal second. So Robbinsville now with a runner on second and no outs. Sarah Walsh is still up to bat with the count of 1-1. That one gets popped out, but it looks like that'll drift foul. 1-2 the count now. Seal studying the play. Here comes the pitch. And that was a grounder that also goes foul the other direction. Walsh has been able to make contact several times with the ball. If it goes the right direction, something may happen here. And there's a line drive up the middle. Runner rounds the bases, and first run of the game as Maddie Martini makes it home. Walsh will hold up with a single, but she gets an RBI. That will bring up Olivia Moser to the plate. First pitch to Moser. I think that was a strike. We'll see how that gets posted on the board. Next pitch. That one gets pounded towards the outfield. Caught for an out. Throw to first is a little slow, and Walsh will make it back to first base. So 1 out against the Ravens. Runner on first. And that will bring up Allie Taylor. Number 6, Allie Taylor at the plate. She'll pop the first pitch foul. Up against the fence, but Cardinals couldn't get there in time to make a play. 0-1 the count. Here comes the pitch. That one's wide for a ball. Next pitch. That one's tipped foul. 1-2 the count. And Taylor will step back into the batter's box. Waiting for the next pitch. Here it comes. And she pounds that one out towards the outfield. It'll go in between the fielders and roll quite a ways. Runners are streaking around the bases. And it looks like Taylor's going to get a home run out of this. Nice play by the Ravens. They bring 2 more runs home. Bringing the score now to 3-1 as Robbinsville leads over the Lawrence Cardinals. Here's the first pitch to Devin Witt. I believe Witt is a pinch hitter in this game. She'll pop that one foul over the backstop. As the count goes to 1-1. Here's a pitch. That one's outside for a ball. And Seals delivers another pitch. That one's low and gets away from the catcher. Witt elects to stay there and wait for the next pitch. And Seals winds up, delivers another one. Low and outside. That'll be a walk as Witt takes a free base. Next up to the plate for the Ravens will be Alyssa Whitman. First pitch to Whitman. In there for a strike. Next pitch. That'll be low for ball. Gets away from the catcher, and the runner steals second. So Witt over on second base. Only 1 out on the board. And Whitman pounds one out towards the outfield. But that one's caught for an out. And runner holds at second. 2 outs on the board now as the Cardinals working to get this inning over with. Next up to the plate for the Ravens will be number 18, Ashley Vies. She ropes one right past the third baseman. And here comes another runner home to bring the score now to 4-0 as the Ravens getting off to a good start this game. Vies will hold up at first, so she'll get credited with a single and an RBI. Next up to the plate for the Ravens, Bryn Hopkins. First pitch to Hopkins is low, gets away from the catcher, and here goes a runner stealing second. So Vies on second, 2 outs on the board, 1 ball on the board. Next pitch to Hopkins. That'll be wide for ball 2. Here's the next pitch. Once again, that'll get past the catcher for ball 3, and the runner steals third. So Ashley Vies, who batted in a run just short moments ago, has got a single but has now stolen 2 bases and is in scoring position. Hoping Hopkins can bring her home. Here's the next pitch. And that will do it as Hopkins gets a walk. Runners on first and third, and stepping up to the plate, Mackenzie Metters. Metters is the pitcher for the Ravens. We'll be seeing her shortly out on the mound. We'll see how she does it her first time at bat. Swinging lefty, by the way. Here comes the pitch. There goes runner stealing second. No challenge to that one, so Robbinsville now with runners on second and third. 1 strike against Metters. Here's a pitch. Low and outside for a ball. Now Seals delivers another one. That one gets by the pitcher, or by the catcher, I'm sorry. But Seals rushes in there to cover the plate while she retrieves it, and runners will hold on base. So runners still on second and third. 2 outs, 2 strikes, and 1 ball. Seals will deliver the next pitch. That will be low for ball 2. 2-2 the count, with 2 outs on the board and 2 runners on base. Seals with the pitch. Check swing. Full count now to Metters. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. Seals with the pitch. That one's called for a strike. And that will retire the Robbinsville Ravens for the top half of the first inning. Coming up in the bottom of the first, we will see the Lawrence Cardinals take their turn at bat. You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network on LTPS TV. And now we get into the bottom of the first inning. Up at the mound is Mackenzie Metters, who already took care of Isabella Andahar, who was thrown out at first. Currently at bat number 18, Brianna Seals. Seals just finished pitching the top of the first inning, so she may be a little tired, but let's see what she's got. That pitch will go by for a ball. Here's the next pitch, and that one's hit right to the first baseman, who tags the bag, and that will be out number 2 already for the Cardinals. Coming up to the plate for Lawrence will be Haley Lestitian. She'll step into the batter's box. Here's the first pitch. That one's high for ball 1. Catcher had a little trouble hanging on to that one, but managed to get it reeled back in. Metters with the pitch. And Lestitian will tip that one foul for a strike. She was swinging for it. Here comes the next pitch. And that one's popped out towards the outfield. Caught for an easy out. And that will retire the Cardinals to bring the first inning to a close. You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network on LTPS TV. That will bring us to the top of the second inning, as Maddie Martini will be at bat for the Ravens. Martini got a walk in the first inning. Reason we're seeing her right now is because the Ravens got through the entire batting order in the top of the first inning. Martini was looking for a bunt there. Didn't happen. The Cardinals were already scrambling to get in close. Next pitch is popped foul for a strike. Brianna Seals out on the mound for Lawrence once again. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. And it's a very short hit. Throw to first. Doesn't get there in time. And Martini finds herself with a single. Next up to bat will be Sarah Walsh. In Walsh's first at bat, she managed to get a single and bat a run home. There's the pitch, and Martini steals second. Martini not waiting around, going for second on the very first pitch to the next batter. Meanwhile, Walsh got a strike on that one. That pitch is low for a ball. Here's the next pitch. That'll be wide for a ball. 2-1 the count now. Seals with the pitch. And that was pounded out towards the outfield. Here come the runners. Martini will score. And it looks like Walsh is going to get a home run out of this one. I believe that's the second home run of the game. Not something I'm used to seeing in the high school sports, but girls are getting the wood to the ball today. Olivia Moser pops one foul on the first pitch. That one doesn't get caught by anyone, so she'll get another try. In her first at bat, Moser hit a pop fly that was caught for an out. From what I understand, Moser's got the potential to hit a homer as well. Not this time, though, as she grounds one over to third. Throw to first is there in time, and she is out. So first out of the inning as the Cardinals put one away. That will bring up Allie Taylor. Allie Taylor, in her last at bat, hit a home run and brought 2 runs in. First pitch, right away, pounded out towards the outfield. That'll drop in between the fielders. She's going to hold up at second. So stand-up double for Allie Taylor. Now coming up to the plate will be Devin Witt. She'll pop one up. Caught for an out. Her first at bat, she got a walk. That would have been better than what just happened. 2 outs against the Ravens, as Alyssa Whitman will step up to the plate now for the Ravens. First pitch goes by low for a ball. Next pitch, popped up, and that will drift over toward the fence. Nobody there in time to catch it. So that will be counted as a strike. Whitman back in the batter's box, ready for the next one, which goes wide for a ball. 2-1 the count now. Here comes the next pitch. That one's popped up and caught for the third and final out to end the top of the second inning, with the Robbinsville Ravens leading the score of 6-0 over the Lawrence Cardinals. You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network on LTPS TV. Cardinals will step up to the bat now. First batter will be Megan Kiernan. Kiernan swings at the first one and does not connect. That'll be strike one. Batters at the mound hurls another one in there. Strike two. Metters has a very fast pitch. Cardinals seem to be having trouble getting a bat to it. That one's high for a ball. 1-2 the count. Kiernan looking for one she can knock out of the park. That one's going to be low for ball two. And Metters with the pitch. That one's a line drive right past her. Throw to first is in time, and that will be out number one for the Cardinals. That'll bring number 5, Juliet Harrell, up to the plate. This will be her first at bat.
Hey, Maddie, be a little that way.
Couple of warm-up swings there as Harrell will get ready for her first at bat. Now she steps into the batter's box. And Metters looks it over, hurls one in there, goes by for a strike. Harrell gets ready for the next one. Here's the pitch. That one's a pop fly. Caught by the outfielder for the second out of the inning.
Hey, same on this one, Dan.
That will bring up Natalie McGann, number 2 for the Cardinals. McGann takes a couple of practice swings there before she steps into the box. Here's the first pitch. That one goes by for a strike. Again, readies herself for the next pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2 strikes and 2 outs. No runners on base yet for the Cardinals. And a bit of a drought. That pitch will go wide for a ball. 1-2 now the count. Metters with the pitch. Swing and a miss. And the Cardinals will retire 3 up and 3 down here on the Cardinal Sports Network. You're watching LTPS TV. We're about to start the 3rd inning as the Ravens have Jacqueline Goodman at the plate. Apparently Goodman is pinch hitting. Still have Brianna Seals out on the mound for Lawrence. She throws a second strike pass. She's off to a good start. Goodman getting ready. Foul tip. Count will stay at 0-2. Here's the pitch. Another foul ball. She sends one right over towards our camera. Here's the pitch. Low for ball 2. That brings the count to 2-2. Seals with the pitch. That's high for ball 3, giving us a full count on Jacqueline Goodman. Here's the pitch. Another foul tip. Count remains 2-2. Next pitch. Another foul ball. Goodman's strategy seems to be to just wear out Brianna Seals, who has to keep throwing those pitches in there. Next pitch. Another foul ball towards our camera. Goodman is pitch hitting for Ashley Vies, who actually got a single and batted a run home in the first inning. Seals with another pitch. And finally that one heads out right towards Seals. She throws it to first and runners tagged out. So Goodman thrown out at first. Next up to bat for the Ravens will be number 14, Bryn Hopkins. Hopkins got a walk in the first inning. See if she can do her second time at bat. First pitch. That one's going to be popped foul. Cardinals couldn't get there in time to make a play, so that will count as a strike. Second pitch to Hopkins. Low for a ball. Seals ready's the next pitch. That one goes by for a ball. Hopkins steadies herself, getting ready for a pitch. Wasn't ready enough though, as that one goes by for a strike. 2-2 the count now against Hopkins. Here's the pitch. And she'll rope a line drive right out the middle. No throw. So she'll hold up at first for a stand-up single. Next at the plate will be Mackenzie Metters. Will be batting lefty again. First pitch goes by for a strike. In Metters' first at bat, she struck out. There comes the next pitch. That's wide for a ball. Metters with the pitch. That will be popped up and caught for an out. So 2 outs now as Robbinsville Ravens are leading here at the Cardinals' Nest with a score of 6-0. Looks like the Ravens have elected to put in Gina Malika to bat for Maddie Martini this time. Martini had had a walk in the first inning and a single in the second, so she'd been doing pretty well. Malika's going to get a turn at bat. Umpire makes a note of the substitution, and I think we'll get ready to play here. There goes Seals with the first pitch. Just barely gets in the strike zone and catches Malika sleeping. So strike one. Here's the next pitch. Didn't let that one go by, but she'll bounce it up toward the first baseman, who tags her out to bring the top of the third to a close, with the Robbinsville Ravens leading with a score of 6-0. You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network on LTPS TV. Cardinals now at the plate for the bottom of the third inning. Robin Seidman pounds the first pitch out towards the outfield and easily makes it to first for the first on-base hit of the game for the Cardinals. She'll be credited with a single. Next up will be number 33, Ava Glahn. First pitch to Glahn is high for a ball. Catcher whips a quick throw to first, trying to keep Seidman from going anywhere. Next pitch. That's ball two. Glahn's known as a bit of a power hitter, so they may be trying to walk her. Didn't work though, as she pounds one out towards the outfield. No one there for it, as both runners will come streaking around the bases. There's a first run. Glahn's going to go all the way home. And it's a home run by Glahn. Excellent job as she gets a home run and 2 RBIs. That puts the first numbers on the board for the Cardinals, as that will change the score now, 6-2. Ravens are still leading, but Cardinals showing a little bit of steam finally. Next up for the Cardinals will be Tiana Vega, right-handed batter. First pitch, low for a ball. Wonder if that home run has shaken Metter's confidence as a pitcher. Vega will tip that one foul for a strike. Next pitch, low for ball two. 2-1 to count. Vega swings. That'll make the count 2-2. There's the pitch. That's called for a strike. Strike 3 for Tiana Vega. That will send her back to the dugout. That'll bring up Isabella Andahar. Andahar was thrown out at first in the first inning. This will be her second time at bat. She lays down a bunt and tries to beat it out. Can't get there in time as the throw gets there first for out number 2. Next up will be Brianna Seals, pitcher for Lawrence, who is at the plate batting. This is her second time at bat. Her first time, she got a piece of the ball but was thrown out at first. See what Seals can do this time. First pitch goes by for a strike. Second pitch. She'll knock that one right up towards the first baseman, who tags the bag for extra insurance and retires the Cardinals for the end of the third inning. You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network on LTPS TV. That brings us to the top of the fourth inning, as Sarah Walsh will lead off for the Robbinsville Ravens. First pitch is wide for a ball. Seals will send another one in there. That one's sent out towards the outfield, but caught for an out. Pop fly, and the Cardinals put one away. 6-2 the score here in the top of the fourth inning, as number 24, Olivia Moser, steps up to the plate. She'll pop that one foul right over the dugout. This is Moser's third at bat. She got a pop fly for an out in the first and was thrown out at first in the second. See what she can do this time. That's fouled for strike 2. Seal steps back into the box. That one's popped foul back over the dugout again. Seals with another pitch. That one's popped up and drops in between Lawrence players for a foul ball. Moser got very lucky on that one. That could have very easily been an out. But she'll get another chance at the bat now. Here's the pitch. That one's sent out towards the outfield. Right into the waiting mitts of the Lawrence Cardinals for out number 2. Next up to the plate will be Allie Taylor. Taylor's a dangerous hitter for Robbinsville. In her first at bat, she got a home run, drove in 2 runs. At her second at bat, she got a stand-up double. See what she does in her third at bat. First pitch to Taylor. She sends that one out immediately. Cardinals can't get there in time, and Taylor will hold up at first for a single. That brings up number 3, Chelsea Manto. First pitch to Manto, and that one's sent foul. Seals back out at the mound with the ball. Eyes the runner at first. Here's the pitch. Runner's going. Dives to second. And Allie Taylor is safe at second. No throw made. She dove anyway and is in there for a stolen base. Now the throw. Ball is popped way up and caught by the outfielder to retire the Robbinsville Ravens for the top of the 4th inning. You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network on LTPS TV, where the Cardinals are now coming up to bat. To the bottom of the 4th inning. Looks like number 9, Haley Lestitian, stepping up to the plate. Lestitian hit a pop fly in the first inning for an out. First pitch goes by for a strike. Here comes the second pitch, and that's a line drive right up the middle. Easy single for Haley Lestitian. Next up to the plate for Lawrence will be number 23, Megan Kiernan. Megan Kiernan got up to bat in the second inning, got a piece of it, but was thrown out at first. She'll be looking to improve on that. First pitch, very low for a ball. Kiernan back in the batter's box, ready for the next pitch. That one's a pop fly, and caught by the third baseman. So out number 1 against the Cardinals for this inning. That should bring up number 5, Juliet Harrell, to the plate. The second inning, Harrell hit a pop fly that was caught for an out. She'll be hoping to improve on that. There's the pitch. Low. Looks like the throw might have been there in time to stop the steal for second, but it was not on target. Gets past the second baseman. And Haley Lestitian steals second. You're watching LTPS TV. Harrell back in the box now. Looks for a bunt. Ball comes by low. For a ball, meanwhile, Lestitian steals third. Once again, throw to the base is off, and Lestitian gets an easy steal. Harrell still at bat. 1-1 the count on the board. Gets the bunt she was looking for. She'll beat it out and single for Juliet Harrell. Unfortunately, with the bunt there, Lestitian was not able to go home. So she's still out there on third base in scoring position. Only one out on the board. And stepping up to the plate, Natalie McGann. McGann struck out in the second inning. And she starts at that as well, so he's got a strike. Meanwhile, Juliet Harrell just stole second. Throw is to third. And Lestitian just dropped back and stood on the bag. No play there. Next pitch to McGann, called for a strike. 0-2 the count now to McGann. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike three, and McGann will head back to the dugout. That'll bring up number 30, Robin Seidman. In her first at bat, just last inning, Seidman got a single. That's the kind of hitting the Cardinals could use right now. First pitch is low for a ball. Here comes the next pitch. That one's just in there for a strike. Metters will send another one in. That one actually bounces off the base. And a runner steals home. So another point on the board for the Cardinals. That should bring the score up to 6-3. Also had a stolen base from second to third. So Cardinals still in position to score another one. You're watching LTPS TV. Seidman will step back into the batter's box. Here comes the pitch. That one's low for another wild ball and another stolen base, as the Cardinals get another run. Has 2 stolen runs in this inning on wild pitches. Good heads-up base running by the Cardinals. Seidman's still out there with the bat in her hand. Doesn't get to use it, though, as that one goes by for ball 4, and she gets a walk. That'll bring up Ava Glahn for the Cardinals. Glahn's been one of the bright spots in the game for the Cardinals today, as she hit a 2-run homer in the third inning. Now here in the fourth, she's got no one to drive home but herself, so only 1 point possible at this point for her. She's ready for the pitch. Not ready enough, though, as it's called for a strike. Metters with the pitch, and it's a grounder out towards the middle. Nobody out on that one. We got a runner on first and second now.
Get it together, let's go.
Cardinals in, well, not quite in scoring position, but starting to load up the bases again. That brings up power hitter Athena Thomas. Thomas has looked good in several of the last outings. Let's see what she can do in her first at bat. Looks like Thomas will be pinch hitting for Tiana Vega, who struck out in the third inning. Thomas ready for the first pitch. And it's a bouncer right to the pitcher, who makes the throw to first for the third and final out of the fourth inning. Score now 4-6 at the Cardinals' nest. You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network on LTPS TV. That will bring us to the top of the fifth inning with number 26, Alyssa Whitman, stepping up to the plate for the Robbinsville Ravens. She ropes one out there towards the outfield on her first pitch. Easy single for Whitman. That'll bring up number 18, Ashley Vies. Vies has only been up to plate once this game. First pitch to Vies is a strike. In her first at bat in the first inning, Vies got a single and batted a run home. There's a second pitch. Throw to second is not there in time. And that will be runner safe on first for a single, runner safe on second. As Robbinsville Ravens start to load up the bases. They'll bring up number 14, Bryn Hopkins. Hopkins has had a walk and a single earlier in the game. Wild pitch gets away from the catcher, and the runners will advance. Now runners on second and third. Next pitch to Hopkins. That one's in for another strike. Here's the pitch. That one's not a strike. Called for a ball. Hopkins gets a piece of that one, sends it out towards the first base. She's thrown out at first. The runners advance, and it drives a run home. So that's one out against the Ravens. Score advances now 7-4 in the Ravens' favor as Mackenzie Metters steps into the box. She'll hit the very first pitch. That gets through the infielders to the outfield, drives another run home. Four to 8 the score now as the Ravens taking command of this game. There's a bunt by Maddie Martini. She can't beat the throw as she's thrown out at first. Runner advances to second base, though. Now stepping up to the plate for the Ravens will be Sarah Walsh. Walsh has been a pretty good hitter for the team as she got a single and batted a run in on their first at-bat. Her second at-bat, she got a home run and brought two runners in. Fourth inning, she hit a pop fly for an out, and she's trying to see what she can do this time. That one's fouled out. So ball and a strike against Walsh. Here comes the pitch. That one's sent out towards the outfield. Gets past the fielders. Here comes one run home. And Walsh is still going around the base, not even running fast. She's just taking her time as that was a powerful hit. And Walsh will get her second home run of the game. Quite a game for Sarah Walsh. Gets a home run and scores 2 more runs with that hit. Next up to bat for Robbinsville will be Olivia Moser. Moser is thrown out at first to retire the Ravens for the top of the 5th inning. You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network on LTPS TV, where the Lawrence Cardinals will now be coming up to bat for the bottom of the 5th inning. Leading off for the Cardinals should be number 3, Isabella Andahar. Andahar's had a bit of a rough game so far as she's been thrown out at first every time she's come to bat. That pitch will go by for a strike. Next pitch is popped foul. Goes over the dugout. Strike 2. Andahar was doing a good job running there, just didn't stay in. That one will go by for a ball.
Hey, Liz, ready your way, kid.
Metters with a pitch. Ball 2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So first batter up for the Cardinals goes down swinging. Next up at the plate will be the pitcher, Brianna Seals. She's been giving that arm quite a workout out there at the mound. Now she'll see what she can do with the bat. She's 0 for 2 today. First pitch goes by for a strike. Next pitch. That one's a ball. Both Seals and Metters have been going the distance in this game. No substitutions for pitchers. And Seals sends one foul. She went running toward first base like she thought it might drift in, but it did not happen. Now Seals back in the box. Has to lean back. That pitch was a little close for another ball. 2-2 the count. Here's the pitch. That's high for ball 3. Full count now on Brianna Seals. Pitch from Metters. That was tipped foul. Count will stay at 3-2. Here's the pitch. And she drops back to avoid being hit by that. But it's ball 4, and she'll take a base as Brianna Seals gets a walk. That will bring up number 9, Haley Lestitian. Lestitian hit a pop fly for an out in the first inning, but last inning she got a single. She's looking to do the same or better this time. Here's the first pitch. That's a strike. Here's a pitch. And that was a ball. Brianna Seals out there on first is set up as if she's ready to steal. There's a pop fly. And it drops in foul. Seals not taking any lead off of the first base bag. Well, she's obviously ready to run as soon as the ball's hit. Next pitch, it's a line drive to the pitcher, throw to first. And Lestitian will be out. Seals advances to second, however. So Cardinals now have 2 outs and a runner on second. Next up to the plate for the Cardinals will be number 23, Megan Kiernan. Kiernan's 0 for 2 today, looking to improve upon that. Here's the first pitch. And I'm not sure that that one even was counted as a pitch. I'm not sure that she was completely in the box. Looks like she's still warming up. Yeah, she better be ready this time. No, that was counted as a ball. Here's swing. It's popped foul. That'll be a strike. 1-1 the count on Kiernan. Here's the pitch. That one bounces over the plate. Ball 2. Here's the next pitch. And that one's pounded, but not in bounds. Foul ball for another strike. 2-2 the count now. 2 outs on the board. Kiernan bounces one out. Throw to first is in time, and that'll be the 3rd out to end the 5th inning with a score 4-10 as the Robbinsville Ravens lead here at the Cardinals' Nest. You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network on LTPS TV. That will bring us to the top of the 6th inning. Number 6, Allie Taylor will be leading off. And she'll hit one foul for strike 1. Taylor's another dangerous hitter for the Ravens, as she's gotten a home run with 2 RBIs, a double, and a single. She's gotten on base every time she's come up to bat, and she looks like she wants that to keep happening. Here's the pitch. That was sent out towards the outfield. Throw does not get there in time, and Taylor will be safe at first. Single for Taylor. That'll bring up Chelsea Manto. Manto looking to get on for her first time today, and she does. Manto gets a single out of that and advances the runner to third. That will bring up Alyssa Whitman. Whitman got a single last inning, but that's the only time she's gotten on base today. You're watching LTPS TV, Lawrence Township Public Schools Television. Whitman readies herself for the first pitch. Seals delivers. And stolen base. Runners now on second and third for the Ravens. Here's the next pitch. That's a pop fly. Caught for an out. Now the runners are stealing. There's one run. Pitch gets by the catcher, and here's another stolen base. Stolen run, I should say. As the Ravens score 2. Brings the count up to 12 for the Ravens versus 4 runs for the Cardinals. Next up at bat should be number 18, Ashley Vies. Vies has done well every time she's come up to bat. She's gotten a single. Even managed to drive a couple runs home. There's a good hit right off the bat. Throw to first is slow and low, and V's gets a single. That brings up number 14, Bryn Hopkins. Hopkins has gotten on base every time she came up. Even managed to bat a run home. She'll pop that one up, but it'll drift foul over the fence where nobody can make the play. 1-1 the count now. Here comes the pitch. She'll tip that one foul for strike 2. Here's the pitch. That was low for a ball, and we've got a stolen base as V's will take second. Two and 0 the count to Hopkins. Here's the pitch. That one gets away, and V's will steal third. And Brianna Seals will return to the pitcher's mound. 3-0 the count. Here's a pitch. And a throw to first does not. Oh, it almost got there in time, but the foot was not on the bag. So the runner is safe. Also drove a runner home. So that'll bring it up to 13 runs for the Robbinsville Ravens, with a runner on first. That brings pitcher Mackenzie Meadows back up to the plate. She's only gotten on base one time, but she drove a run in. Hopkins managed to just steal second. Here's a pitch. Pop fly. Caught for an out. That will bring Maddie Martini up to the plate. Looks like the fielders are expecting a bunt. Didn't happen. Early in the game, Martini got a walk and a single. Lately, not so much, as she was thrown out at first. 1-1 the count. 2-1 the count now, as that one goes by for another ball. Here's the pitch. And she'll tip that one foul for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Seals looking to put another strike by to put this inning to bed. Here's the pitch. It's a line drive right over to Seals, who makes the throw to first in plenty of time for out number 3 to send the Robbinsville Ravens packing with a score of 4-13 as the Ravens lead over the Lawrence Cardinals. Now for the bottom of the 6th inning, Juliet Harrell should be stepping up to the plate for Lawrence. First pitch, she'll send that one out right away, but the hit is caught for an out. Out number 1 against the Cardinals. That will bring Natalie McGann up to bat. McGann's in a bit of a slump right now. Her first 2 at-bats this game, she struck out. She'll be looking to see if she can lay some wood to the ball today. Here's the pitch. McGann was looking for the bunt, thought better of it, That will go by low for ball one. There's a pitch. And that time McGann tried for the bunt, didn't get it. Strike against McGann. So that makes the count 1-1. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss for strike two. See if McGann can get a piece of this one. And she does. It's a grounder. Throw to first is there in time, and McGann is out. At least she got a piece of that one. This will bring up number 30, Robin Seidman. Seidman's been having a pretty good game as she got on base with a single and a walk in her two previous at-bats. First pitch drops in there for a called strike. There's a grounder, but it bounces foul. Seidman decides to run it out anyway. Now she'll turn around, head back to the batter's box, where she can continue trying to pound one out of the park. 0-2 the count with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. And it's called for a strike. That'll retire the Cardinals to end the 6th inning. You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network on LTPS TV, where the Robbinsville Ravens are leading against the Lawrence Cardinals with a score of 13-4. First up at bat, number 5, Sarah Walsh, as she lets that one go by for strike one. Walsh has gotten a pair of homers, and she gets a piece of that one. Beats it out to first, just barely beats the throw for a single. Next up will be Olivia Moser, number 24. Moser has had her own personal slump going today, as she's either hit a pop fly or been thrown out at first every time at bat today. That one drops in between the fielders, and Walsh and Moser are both going to score. So home run for Olivia Moser to end her dry spell. That'll bring the score up to 15-4, with the Robbinsville Ravens leading over the Lawrence Cardinals here at the Cardinals' Nest. Next up at the bat will be number 6, Allie Taylor. That one's in there for a strike. Taylor's been putting the wood to the ball today with a home run, a double, and 2 singles. She'll jump back and let that one go by for a ball. So 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. And that one's sent out toward the outfield. Looking for the throw. Taylor decides to hold up at second. Not going to risk trying to get third out of that. So a double for Taylor. She's gotten on base every time at bat. Looks like number 12, Devin Witt's going to be in. And that one's going to pop foul. Witt pinch hitting for Chelsea Manto. And Witt's only other at bat this game, she ended up with a walk. There's one sent towards the outfield. Gets through the fielders. That'll bring a run home, and Witt will hold up at second for a double. That should bring the score up to 16 now for Robbinsville Ravens. And next at bat should be Alyssa Whitman, number 26. One strike on Whitman.
Hey, Brent, what do you say, kid?
Here's the pitch. Low for a ball.
Gil, you're still playing third.
Next pitch is low for another ball. Ball 2. That pitch is in there for a strike. Here's the pitch, and it's a line drive just past the third baseman. Runners will hold up at first and third. So a single for Whitman. Next up for the Ravens should be Ashley V's, number 18. V's has gotten 3 singles today, showing herself to be quite a competent batter. First pitch is wild. It'll bounce off the plate. And runners advance and one runner scores. Seals back on the mound. Here's the pitch. And that one's roped out. And caught for an out. That'll bring up Bryn Hopkins. First pitch to Hopkins is a strike. Hopkins has managed to get on base every time she's been at bat today. She'll tip that one foul for strike 2. Here's the pitch. That one's popped up. It'll drop in. The throw to first is there in time, I believe. Yep, that'll send her to the dugout, but advances runner to third. That should bring up number 1, Mackenzie Metters, the left-handed batter, also the pitcher. First pitch goes by for a strike. Two outs on the board, by the way. That one's the ball. Here comes the next pitch. That one's popped up high. And caught for an out. That will bring the top of the 7th inning to a close. You're watching the Cardinal Sports Network on LTPS TV. Now we go to the bottom of the 7th and final inning. The score 4-16, Cardinals trailing. First batter up, Ava Glon, and she's out. Cardinals have quite a bit of making up to do if they're going to win this game. Next person to try will be Tiana Vega. She lets the first pitch go by for a strike. This is only Vega's second at-bat in this game. Her first at-bat, she struck out. And there's strike number 2 on Vega. Here comes the next pitch. And she gets caught looking. Strike 3. As the Robbinsville Ravens find themselves 1 out away from winning this game. That brings up Rihanna and Delicato, who'll be pinch hitting. We haven't seen Rihanna today. This is her first at bat. First pitch is high for a ball. There's a pitch. That one's called for a strike. After 7 innings, Mackenzie Metter's arm is still delivering some mighty fast pitches. Strike 2. And there's a hit from Delicata. Bounces to Metters, who makes the throw to first to end the game as the Robbinsville Ravens win today with a score of 18-4 over the Lawrence Cardinals. Thanks to my cameraman, Sabor Tahir, for all his hard work, and thank you all for tuning in to another exciting episode of the Cardinal Sports Network. Tune in again next time for more exciting action on LTPS TV.